Hey, we're back again. This is Howe here for my 30 days of live videos on Facebook. And just wanted to get this one in a little bit earlier than yesterday. I was feeling kind of tired by the end of the day yesterday, so wanted to get you engaged in this one and thinking. And with the title there, "Show Me the Money." Okay. Are you advertising to people with money? That's a very important thing. If you're trying to advertise your product, your service to people who don't have money or like what you have to offer but can't afford it, then you've got problems. So I've been reading recently, rereading this one actually. This is Dan Kennedy's Marketing to Leading Edge Boomers and Seniors. And there's a lot of great information in this book about those leading edge boomers and seniors. That's I've got some information over here. So it's people from 58 to, well, would be the leading edge boomers to 65, and then 65 and on would be the seniors. So that percentage or section of the population is about 117 million, and they have the largest amount of money out of everybody else. So that one smaller section than half control way more money. They have they are the largest economic group. They have $2 trillion spending power. Now, $2 trillion, that is a lot of money. They own over half of the nation's wealth and more of its discretionary spending. So the money that they have isn't going on mortgage and bills and all these different things. It's discretionary spending, so they can afford to pay for the luxuries in their life. So, as you're thinking about those kinds of things, who are you marketing to? Are you marketing to the leading edge boomers and seniors? It might not be your target market, but it's certainly something to think about. If you aren't really thinking about who you're marketing to and who your ideal prospect or customer is, then you really need to go back to the drawing board, because this affects everything else in your business. Now, these leading edge boomers and seniors have $1 out of every $2 available for spending. So if you're in advertising, marketing, you're a service provider, every $1 out of $2 that are available to you are in the wallets of a leading edge boomer or senior, which is 58 and above. So are you marketing to those people? Is the language of your advertising and your marketing, is it marketing to those people? Like I said, not everybody markets to them, but they hold over 50% of the discretionary spending. So it's definitely something to think about if you haven't thought about it by now. They have a different attitude as well when it comes to old age. 60 is the new 40, 70 is the new 50. In fact, they identify 15 years younger than they actually are. So, we think about people retiring at 65. Well, when they get to 65, they're identifying with being 50. So, we've got to talk to them in a different way. And again, whoever your clientele is, how are they thinking? That doesn't have to be the leading edge boomer or senior, but how are they thinking? How are you talking to them? Do you know what they believe? And how is it changing over time? A few more facts. Here's one from a wrinkle cream company that have studied their target market or their customers. And they said their average buyer has gone from 57 years old to 69 years old. So the 69-year-old is now the average buyer, and that changes within the last 5 years. So if you haven't come back to your marketing, if you designed your marketing 5 years ago and have just left it, you could be completely hitting the wrong crowd now. So the difference between 57 and 69 is 12 years. That's a huge difference. So if you're talking to somebody that's a 57-year-old, now they're 69 is your target market, your message could be way off. Also, 72% of seniors at 65 say they plan on, or people say they plan on working after 65. So 72% are still planning to work and to do something after 65. So they're not talking about retiring at 65. 3/4 of them are going to continue working and contributing to society. Also, over 50% of them exercise regularly and are in better shape than they were years before. I think about 80% of the population doesn't exercise regularly on a whole. So that shows you just how many of these people are actually exercising and how much it means to them. They've got the spare time to do it now, and the community of coming together and exercising, as well as the health benefits of feeling and staying younger, obviously appeals to that audience. So that's something that should appeal to your marketing as well. And the view of old age is different as well. They're not all about the possessions, even though they do spend a lot of money on things, physical things, but they're more worried about the experience. They're after experiences. They've had a life full of experiences of work and possessions probably, but as they are getting a little bit older, the experiences are more important to them. So yes, they're willing to spend a lot of money on these experiences. So here's some of the things that they spend money on. Luxury real estate. 70% of all luxury real estate is sold to leading edge boomers and seniors. Luxury travel. 80% of luxury travel is sold to leading edge boomers and seniors. Mail order catalogs. 75% of mail order catalogs go to leading edge boomers and seniors. So that's a huge segment of the market that have that spending power. Hey Tammy, how are you doing? Huge segment of the market there. They have the money in their wallets. So if you're not shifting your advertising to deal with that kind of clientele, or maybe just specifically, maybe you are very specific in your market, but you've got to learn to talk to the individual rather than a group as a whole. So if your customer avatar is maybe a 35-year-old married with 2 kids making over $140,000, your advertising has got to talk to that person individually. So I want you to think about that. Who has the money? Are you marketing to people with money, or are you marketing to people who really like what you do and like the service that you provide, but struggle to make that decision to put their hand in their wallet and put out their credit card and buy? So lots to think about there. Lots of facts about that leading edge boomer and senior market, which controls a lot of the money, 50%. So if you're not marketing to them, if your business can market to them, and you're not right now, you're probably leaving 50% of the money that you could be earning on the table. So a lot to think about for today. Go back, think about it. Who is your ideal customer? Who is your target market? And look at your advertising and see if it's talking specifically to those kinds of people. Till tomorrow, get out there and claim your authority.